Hi Flosstube, it's Carolyn from Stitching in the Delta. I have some horrific glare in certain places on my glasses, so I'm just gonna try. For those of you who are using guest rooms, extra bedrooms as your craft rooms, and the lighting is atrocious, I feel you. I'm with you. I've recorded this video about I can't even tell you how many times now. I almost feel like I need to do Flosstube live. And I don't know if there are any live Flosstubes except for like scheduled Zooms or something, but except for like Fat Quarter Shop and like the big name people who would do lives. But this pre-record and, sit and think about it and I don't know. I wrote a text list to go by because this is a weird day. This is, how did I describe it? It's Monday, March 15th. Welcome, everyone. This is the Mondayest Monday of Mondays that has ever Mondayed in the history of Mondays. Tomorrow is not allowed to be a Monday. It must be a Tuesday. Okay. Yay. Okay, introduction. Anything interesting going on other than it's been a Monday? And I have glare on my glasses, and I can't sit anywhere that doesn't have glare on my head or glare on my glasses. We have tried. I can't tell you what all we've tried. I just can't do it anymore. So let's do this. Because I have haul to share, so we have to get through everything else. I'm sorry, I'm blind. New FFOs. I don't have any. Check mark. I do have something at the framers to get framed. That's the Blackbird design. I know my ABCs. And it should be done in a week or two. So I'm excited. Just finished or almost finished. Nada. Yay. Okay. This last week wasn't a very good stitching week. It was just, we had a lot of stuff at work. We had several things at church, and yeah, not happening. I do have one whip I was working on, which I can't find. It's in my purse. I'm sorry. Chester's Place. If you're working on Chester's Place, Whistle Stop Stitcher Designs, I've got the center part of the house, except for the top windows, the black part. I've got the whole border done. I've started a little bit of the roof, tiny bit. Got some other windows, and I got some more animals in. That's where I am. Chester's Place is a fundraiser stitch along pattern. It's available on Whistle Stop Designers Etsy shop, and she originally wrote it to raise money for her sister's cat and to help with some vet bills, and that's once that got covered, then like half of the remaining proceeds was going to go to the local animal shelter in the county where her sister lives. And I think that's awesome. And it's a fun, cute pattern. I wish I had it with me, but it's in the kitchen, in my purse. It was supposed to be my purse stitching today. And no, that's not where it went. Okay. I did have new starts. Okay. My other whips, I'm not going to show you because nothing's been done. Because Friday I had haul come in, and Saturday was a mess. And we took a day. We took a day off. We went, I had lunch with my best friend, and I got the biggest hug because we're both vaccinated. And I told her, like, I can hug you because I took 2 nasty shots in the arm, so I could just hug her. Because I haven't hugged anyone except for my husband and other family members, because from going home last year, but that was it. It was like in the last, well, since Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving, like my husband is the only person that I've hugged. I'm not sure I like him anymore. No, he's sweet. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going my list. New Start, Serendipity. That's my other fundraiser. Stitch Along. Fat Quarter Shop. This is for Make-A-Wish Foundation in Southern Texas. And they do a quilt every year, and then starting last year, they started doing cross stitches. So I signed up for the cross stitching. It's supposed to be on dark blue fabric and navy, and I am doing it on 32 count natural, which is the other part. This is like the bottom half of Chester's Place. So I thought that was nice. It was just enough. My 2 fundraising stitch alongs on it. And here are the flosses for that. I did have to change out one floss. I changed out Arrowhead for a Weeks Dye Work Arrowhead. For General Arts Aged Pewter. It's in my next flower or block, and I'm going to try that to see if you have a big old glare, maybe you can see the stuff. I'm going to see if this will show up on the fabric. If not, I'll go even darker. And I have a beautiful brown that I've picked out. Brown. But I think that's cute. So that came out Wednesday. Yes, that came out Wednesday. And they're going to release it's a row, it's like I don't want to call it a sampler, but it's a band. I think sampler is what they call it, where it's rows. And they've got row 1 out, and then they're going to release the other rows one every other week, I think. But the patterns are free, but they encourage donations to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And they've got all the information on the Fat Quarter Shop blog. Okay. Haul. Yes, new haul. That's the next on the list. New haul. Okay. And the reason I'm doing this video now again is because I started putting kitting up stuff, and I'm going, wait, I need to re-record before I kit everything. Okay, so if you remember, I had some mail issue, and the U.S. Postal Service had stolen all my mail. Well, what was in that mail was all my linen, all of the fabric that I needed for the next, I don't know, however long. It was supposed to be all the fabric that I needed for February. Anyway, so if you were part of Stronger Together, I'm doing it in DMC. This was another fundraiser, Fat Quarter Shop. They ran this in January and February. It's still available, but the fundraiser part was January, February, and it was for ANCF College Fund, American, I don't know all the words. ANCF And my mom and my aunt both attended a historical black college in Alabama because it is the top teachers college, top, and for early childhood education, and was the only one that my mom had access to that had her particular master's degree and her particular specialist degree that she wanted. So I was very excited to help and purchase stuff for this. So I got the pattern and I got the floss pack, but I did not want to get their suggested fabric because I found some other. So let me see if the light's going to cooperate. This is a very lovely kind of blue teal 28 count Lugana. The color is great as Glacier. So if you have your floss pack, the color that's on the background color of the floss pack is the same color as this, and that's Glacier. This is luscious. I love it. My room sucks. Okay. It's a lovely room. So I have one. This is my serendipity bag. It's an okay bag. I really liked the one from February because the bottom flattens out and you can set it anywhere. This one just kind of flops. So I don't know when I'm going to do this, but I now have the fabric because this was supposed to be February. Thank you, U.S. Mail. So it's getting kitted, and I'm not, okay, for those of you who said, stop, don't seal it. I'm not fully sealing it. I'm just kind of squishing some of the air out. So this is actually going to go, not in my serendipity bag because it's not for right now. Well, it's still going to go in that chair because we're going to kit as we go. So where I had stopped, if you remember, I got first Frost, hands-on design. I mean, I called my local needle workshop in Memphis before they had it. Like as soon as the first video came out from Hands-On Design, and she said these are going to shops now. I called and I said, "Are you getting this? And if you do, put my name on one." I have a bag down there, and they put stuff in my bag, and then every now and again I pay them money and get the stuff from my bag. And sometimes it's in person, and sometimes they have to mail it to me, but they're wonderful. So I like the little reindeer. I haven't done reindeer before, and I'm sorry about glare. Whatever. I'm sorry. Get all the I'm sorries out. So they kitted it with DMC, and the lovely postman brought me a fat quarter of 28 count antique white linen. The called for is, I don't remember. I'm sorry. It's 32 count, but I got 28 count. I'm not planning on doing the little pillows. I'm not going to do those. And I may not even do these patterns. I want to pull the whole thing out and see if I can do an entire landscape with like all of it in in one strip. I'm gonna see and have just a long strip of both patterns, and I'm gonna see how that works. Okay, so it's going in a bag to never be seen again. No, this actually this was going to be February too. This was maybe going to be a March mayhem. I don't remember. This is going to be sometime soon. Okay. I also received a piece of 14 count green Joblin Ada in a color called Time. That doesn't help either, does it? I'm going to have to go record in the kitchen, in the dining room, because these center lights are just bumming me out. Okay, it is a very lovely green with some modeling of white and like cream. And I got a little piece of it. It's like 12 by 18. So it's that big. I got it for one pattern. I have a cute little cardinal on, I can't remember if it's on an urn or what, but it's got some little holly branches, and that's it. So that is what's going on here. And the pattern is in my closet, and I do not have the floss for it. It's going to be it's going to be in the fall. Summer, fall, because it's a Christmas present. But I saw the fabric, and with how fabric is going right now, I had to have that. Okay, these next items kind of have homes and kind of don't. We only got 4. I got a little piece of 32 count Heartland, Belfast linen in Heartland. It's pretty. I love this. I love this blob. And picture this plus. It is another small piece, 12 by 17. So I don't remember what I got it for. I don't remember. I think that is for Blackbird Design Christmas Rose. I think. I have to go back and look at it and double check. I think because I think it would because it's 32 count, and I said, oh, I'll try that. Okay, 32 count Belfast linen. I don't have. Do I have? I should make notes on stuff. I don't remember which company, but it's flax is the color. And here we go. Let's get in that nice. There's no modeling. I mean, it's like this. This is the original color of it. It is a very lovely brown, tan. It looks like a very nice, lovely pair of linen pants. I believe this is what I had ordered for Winter Rose Manor, because I asked Brenda's Brew, which I can never remember the word Brenda, and because it has the word brew in it, I want to use a different B word in place of Brenda, and it's not the word I should stay on here. So, because Brenda's Brew, which I believe is the correct called for linen, is a hot commodity and was not available in January or February when I made my order. I asked 123 Stitch to recommend something else, and Oh, same with the Blackbird design. I'm like, I don't want to do whatever was on the list. So can you send me something? Um, so they sent me all kinds of stuff. They sent me this. It's fog. It's pretty. I don't want to use it for Winter Rose Manor because I'm going to use this for that. So, but I got a fat quarter of 28 count fog, and I can tell you this is beautiful. I just want to sit and hug it. It is so light and airy. But the reason I don't want to use this for Winter Rose Manor is I'm really trying hard to participate. And in my own way. So I got the frame from Hobby Lobby that with the little half circle edging, and it's not a frame, it's a decor piece that several other people got, and I saw it and get it now because it'll be gone in my town. It'll be absolutely gone by the time I have something stitched up. So I have that piece of decor in my car, and you measure the inside, and it has to be a little under 13 inches. I think that's right. And when I did the calculations for 28 count, Winter Rose Manor was too big on 28 count. But I could do 32. I've got one thing started on 36, and I'm having a time. And I've got clip-ons. I bought new glass, like, I'm just trying. So, fog, this piece, I just wanted it. The other piece I just wanted, there we go, we can, here, back, in the light. There we go. I'll even laugh when y'all see this video. Y'all even hear him. This is 28 count cashel linen. And what I've discovered is if it's 28 count, it's cashel linen. So why do we say it's 28 count linen in Legacy? Now this is a picture of this plus. It's got all that luscious modeling. Oh, and the fog was a picture of this plus. These two have no home yet. And so I had bought a sampling by Anne by Shakespeare's Peddler. They took the Anne Grant big sampler and they brought it down and did a part of it. And it's a house and the quilt block and a little bird and a tree, and it's so pretty. And I'm going to do it on the fog. That green grass is going to kill me, but that's okay. I can green grass until the end of time. It is supposed to be 120 by 120, which for 28 count will be 8.5 square. And that's going to be very cute. Yeah. And I got a fat quarter, so it'll fit. It'll fit plus some. So, but I haven't figured this one out. So this Legacy is very green. Light army khaki in some splotches, like army green. I thought it'd be more brown, but, oh, like there's a whole blob of green. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, so The other thing that I think I'm going to do with fog, the other half, and this might be perfect to do because just because of trial and error. Now I'm not going to show all of it because I want you to go to her site and go get it. Or it's on her Flosstube. Unfinished Sampler Series number 1 Mod by Mama Loves You GB. I love watching her videos. I'm from Alabama. You can probably hear some of the accent. I'm from North Alabama, which is different than the rest of the state. And there are some times where I can lose my accent. But I love listening to people with accents and from different places. I think it's beautiful. So, especially British and like Australian and New Zealand. Yeah. So, this is an unfinished, so the Unfinished Sampler series. She is rescuing, if you see a theme, she is rescuing samplers from eBay or wherever that are unfinished. And because it's unfinished, there's no name. So we don't know who. So she's going to be naming them as she's charting them. And this one was free on her last, or one of her last Flosstube videos where she introduced it. So if you do a search for Unfinished Sampler Mama Loves You GB on her site, you'll find it. It is 110 by 170, so it landscape, and there's enough space on the bottom for you to do what you want and to include it. So I think it's going to be the other part of fog. Now, because these two, give another peeky, are these two are so small and cute and partials and and on the end Grant, I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna put my mom's name on it because her first name was Anne. Anyway, and I know that's bad, but that's what I'm gonna do. But because of the nature of them, especially with the Rescue Unfinished, I am going to do them in my rescued silk. So this is the silk that I rescued from the store up in Hardy, Arkansas, a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I'm just going to show you some of these. I got, now some of these have, like you can tell they've been in the shop, they've yellowed, like the plastic has yellowed, and I don't want to, like there's no grime and there's no bugs, and it doesn't smell. But I don't want to like get a Q-tip. I could get a Q-tip and probably clean the caps, the lids, but I don't want to get anything wet. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just isn't that, I love it. I love that color. That's pretty. These are 103s, number 126. And yeah, some of these colors are like there's new colors and they've been switched out or replaced. 486, which is the same color as my shirt. My color in teal. Oh, wait a minute. No, this one's the light blue. This one's my color in teal. 528. And yeah, I'm going to sit here and read the numbers. Because I can. 80, which is like a tan. So here's my cream. dark blue, 313, 681, Christmas red. Oh, did I? That's what dark blue looks like. I just like playing in the bowl. This is my brown, 163. You're seeing it brown. It's really kind of a reddish brown. It's really pretty. And Christmas green, 210. So what I was thinking was taking these and doing I can't like do a conversion for Anne Grant, but she gives the MP numbers. It says MPS, not MPI. And there is one Verssois number. Needlepoint silks. And then a Verssois. So I think what I'm going to do is look at the picture, and I know that I'm going to be reordering. Like, the house does not need to be Christmas red, and the grass not Christmas green. So I'm going to have to get different house color. I like Red Rocks Weeks for a house color, so I've got to find a red that's kind of like that. But like, there's a little white bird on here. I can maybe use that for the bird. Or I could make the bird blue. I can make it a cardinal. I don't know. But I gotta find which silks would be used for this and if I could switch any of these out. And the unfinished sampler, I may do it as a red sampler. It's in black. And I don't know if I'm going to do it in red or maybe the blue. I'm going to do it as a dark blue sampler. So I'm going to use my rescued silk for the unfinished rescued sampler. And while I stitch on my fundraiser sampler for rescued animals and play with my rescued fabric from the post office, in my little red house with my rescued animals, and try to be content. Yeah, that's my plan. Oh, I'm down at the list. I'm down at the bottom of the list. Plans. That's kind of my plans this week. Am I going to new start anything? I'm going to figure out if the unfinished sampler needs to be red or blue. I'm sorry. You know what? Mod could be mauve. And now we're just going to sit here and play with all of them. So I'm going to sit here and play with my silks for a minute. And I don't know. I really like those two together. But not for that, just for in general. She may be mauve. What do you think, mauve or mod on fog? And it's like mauve. So I could start that. I could start the unfinished sampler. And what I want to use this for is the letters. I want to do the letters in one color. And then I already put our initials on it. I charted those out and used the same letters as the alphabet. And I've got to find a series of numbers that I'm got to borrow from another sampler. And then I'm going to find some, like I want to put a tree on it. When we bought this house, we planted a weeping willow in the background. That's my absolute favorite tree. I have very fond memories of weeping willows in certain places as a child. At my grandparents' house, one side of the family, and at our big park downtown in my hometown. And so I want to find a weeping willow tree, maybe. And I could put a quilt patch on there. I'm looking at different samplers that I've seen. And I don't want to make it Christmassy because I was looking at some Christmas ones. But I don't know. I want to. Yeah, I may start it this week. I don't know. I may start Anne Gant this week. I may just. I don't know. But here's what will help is if I put this in an actual project bag and take it with me because it's already been serged and everything. I just have to like find the needle. Okay, 37. Every time every time I record a video, it gets shorter. That's what I have noticed. If I put it in a bag with the patterns. Okay, excuse the table as it wobbles. Thank you so much to all those that have clicked the little subscribe button. That makes me happy. I'm very excited. I know this video was kind of a mess, and I'm sorry. And thank you for the lovely comments on my first couple of videos. Those made me smile so much. If you haven't checked on your friends who have great anxiety and don't do well in crowds, please do. We're not okay. Even though we're homebodies and we like our solitude, this is a little much for some of, like me. I'm not doing okay. So just keep us in mind and check on us every now and again. So, thank you everyone. Have a lovely week, morning, day, something, and enjoy. Talk to you later. Bye.